What's up, guys? Welcome back to After the Island. I'm Elizabeth,
And I'm Leo.
and we
And
have
I'm
Lisa
Lisa.
with us today.
What's up,
Welcome.
Lisa?
I'm good. I'm back here in Mallorca to good weather. Actually, it's starting to get cold now, though, but I'm super happy. Only good vibes on this island.
Oh, is Mallorca like all beach weather almost? Like similar to like
Not this
Miami
time
or?
of it's like more like 4 months per year. It's like a bit more shitty. But last Christmas I was walking like a power walk in my sport bra. So it really
Oh
from
my
year to
gosh.
year. Yeah,
Oh, so maybe
it's
kind
a
of like
vibe.
LA's weather.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, did you
Oh, I
just
want to
move
go
to
there.
Mallorca?
Sorry.
Did you just move to Mallorca?
No, I moved. I lived here for 4.5 years. I moved here
Oh.
from Marbella with my ex, and we broke up, and I stayed. Yeah.
Hey, that's a W mission.
Oh my gosh. Wait, that's so fun. And Leo, I don't know if you know this, but the UK Love Island is filmed in Mallorca.
Yeah, that's what. So before I went to go film in Fiji, I thought we were going to Mallorca, and it was gonna be really cool because like I speak Spanish and my family was already out there. So I was like, okay, like that'd just be cool to be there and then see my family right after the show. But it's what it is.
Yeah, if you haven't been, you
Oh.
need to come. It's
Yeah,
like literally like Maldives, but in Europe.
yeah.
It's so
I
amazing
Oh,
wanted
here.
I wanted to go to Mallorca and Ibiza, so I'll definitely have to go check it out.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should. Ibiza is a party island though. This is
Oh
more a
yeah.
couple island. That's why I'm single.
Yeah.
Everyone is taken here.
That's
oh my
real.
gosh. Wait, that's
Gotta
so
go on Love
funny.
Island 2 times. One
Oh,
year.
yeah, wait, because it's two times, when did you
Yeah.
originally go on Love Island Sweden? And like what was
Uh,
that like? Because I didn't see your season.
no, obviously, like it's in Swedish. No, but I went there in January, and then I left maybe like half through the season, and then it was so boring, so they need to put me back on the show. So I was basically home for a week, and then I got back, made some more drama, and still didn't find any love. And then I went back home again. I was like, what's
Hold
my
on.
mission here? Really? No.
It was so boring that they brought you back.
That's what they say.
Oh
That's
my gosh.
crazy.
That's what
Wait,
brought me to Love Island Games, probably.
what was the
Yo.
drama? I'm invested.
Oh, God, I don't want to go over that. But
Oh.
I make it a long
Oh.
story short. It was a guy. He was 22. I didn't like him, and I didn't like anyone else. So we stick together, and it was just like very immature shit. And I called him out, and then yeah, that was it basically.
Yeah.
Mm. So we had boy drama on the one season, and now we have
Yeah,
the apparent girl drama from this season.
yeah. They made me look like I lied to him because I was like at some point at the dressing room with the girls. I said like it's never gonna be anything serious in between us, but we have those conversations like every day that I told him like I don't want to cuddle with you every day in bed, and then you just like are with the boys all day. Like we don't like I don't know you more now than I did 3 days ago, and he was like, I could see his beat chats after, and he's like, I don't really understand what Lisa's saying. I'm like, can it be more clear? Like,
Uh,
I don't know. So
Yeah.
anyway, let's talk about the real
Yeah.
deal here.
So they reached out. When did they reach out to you to do it? What was that like?
No, I got told like as soon as I left the villa, the second time I got told like after 10 minutes, like I'm gonna recommend you for another show. I was like, what? Yeah.
oh, that's
So I was
No
like,
fire.
way.
yeah. But they also like some of the people there, they were like asking me like, because it's other kind of reality shows in Sweden that I said no to before because I didn't think it was my type of vibe. But yeah, when they told me, I was like, okay, I will take the call, and see what it leads to. And then I went through that whole process and made it into the show. So yeah, it was really cool actually.
Oh my gosh. And then you come in as like a bombshell, right?
No,
Or
I'm
you know, because it
from
was
day one. It's like I don't know if it's a
they just
bombshell or yeah, I don't know. No,
well
not
they had you
really.
walk in with Steph, right?
Steph, yeah.
Yeah.
Like right after everyone has sit down and they think that okay, this is the OGs, you know. Then we're like, hello, we're here. Sweden has arrived, you know. You're like, I could see Sally. She's like, who the fuck is that? You know, like.
Well, that's what I thought too when I saw the cast because I didn't even know that there was a Love Island Sweden.
That's what I was gonna say.
No.
Like when I saw Sweden and France, I was like, they got a Love Island like literally anywhere at this point.
That's so typical Americans. Like you guys think that everything is just in America. Like my ex is from LA or yeah, from the US, and he have never been to Europe. Like you have your own little planet. Like
Yeah.
in
Oh
the
yeah,
US.
for sure. Off the bat, were you interested in anybody like
I mean, I
romantically
had
or
yeah, I mean, I'm open. I'm not desperate of finding a partner, but I'm really
yeah,
open to find someone if
yeah,
it happens naturally. And for me, it was more like I really liked Curtis as a person, and he made me laugh so much. And we had a really good time in there. But also, it was, you know, we didn't have time to explore the connections really. It was
Yeah.
like the time was the problem. But you know, I really liked both Ray, Johnny, and Jack as well. Like, and also Steph, we went in together, and but I don't know. I think he's a bit too young for me. But we also were
yeah.
hanging out after I left, so yeah, I don't know. It didn't happen though. Me and Curtis are only friends. We ended everything as friends. So
Okay.
yeah.
So
Uh,
would you still meet up with Curtis as a friend?
I mean, he lives in London. I live here. We haven't like talked or anything after we left
Yeah.
Fiji, but we hang a lot. Like we were doing things together there a lot, so it's all good vibes. But I think someone, I don't know if that's true, okay, but someone wrote me in the comments like, "Oh, girl, you like trying so hard when he's secretly having a girlfriend back home." I was like, "What?"
Wait, say that last part again?
oh,
Did you?
apparently
Someone
there's a
wrote
secret girl from back home.
someone
Wow.
told me in the comments. I don't know if it's true or not, but I was like, okay, maybe that's why he's like closed off or something. I don't know.
Could be. I feel like
You know,
yeah, I feel like you both never really hit your groove there. But walk us through, I feel like the main thing people are gonna want to hear is about all the drama that happened. What when you did you watch it back yet?
I did. I just posted a Q&A on my TikTok about it as well.
Yeah.
And it's obviously the Amani thing you mean, right? And for me, it
Yeah.
was like, for me in the challenge, like that challenge, I did really bad, or I had bad luck, I would say,
Yeah.
because I was pulling everyone's name besides Johnny's, who was the first red flag that we picked. And then when I finally got it, I took the blindfold off, and then I saw Amani's name flipped upwards in the pool. And I was like, we were like, we're fucked, you know. So when I saw that, I was like, okay. I went up. I asked Curtis, like, that's Amani's name, right? And then when I flipped and I see Two Face, and then it's a competition, I'm like, I need to pick her because I know I'm gonna get her name fast, you know. And
Oh,
that's
you're
why
gonna get
also
the
I react.
point.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that
wouldn't call
makes
it cheating.
sense.
I would call it like I'm smooth, you know. I don't
Advantage.
know.
Yeah, using the advantage.
Yeah.
Wait, that makes a lot of sense because
Mm.
but you ended up kind of shooting yourself in the foot as a phrase, like
I mean,
because
it would make more sense if I choose Jess because I was closer to her, and I think she wouldn't take it as personal
yeah,
as
like she would have just
probably
laughed it off.
Amani. I don't know if Amani really took it personal though. Not gonna lie, like everything,
Yeah.
like what you guys got to see was not all of it. It was more to
Yeah.
it, like
Yeah.
but I talked to Amani a few days ago just to, clear the air. And I think both me and her are really like, we don't want, hate and negativity, like, and bullying
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I feel like we're on the same page. We're probably not going to be friends, but it's good to, we don't want to be enemies or something
Yeah,
like
of
that. It's
course.
at the end, it's a game. And yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny, like even there I see like a cultural barrier. I would say like as an American, if we said like we're not going to be friends, that would mean like, oh, we still have beef. Like I feel like we say
We
we're
said like we'll
friends.
be
Like
we'll
we're
be cool,
good.
like it's all
Yeah,
right.
we'll be cool. Like we'll be
Yeah.
like we're cool.
Oh,
Yeah, because the
okay.
minute like
That's what I
in
was
our
like,
language
damn.
we say like we're not going to be friends, it sounds super harsh. And I even know you said that in the beach hut at one point. You were like, well,
Oh,
we're not going to be friends, and that comes across like very stark or
oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that, honestly.
yeah, yeah, no,
Thank you
but
for
that's
telling me though, so I don't fuck up other like,
yeah, I would say
for
like
me.
we're cool. Yes,
Okay, I'm
because like
gonna
you guys are
change
cool.
that. Yeah.
Like we squashed everything. We're cool. Yeah,
Okay, we're cool.
is kind of
I'm
what you're
gonna change it to
describing.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But that brings up what Leo was trying to talk to you about before we started this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, because I know, like, for example, on my season there was a guy named Victor, and he got into an argument, and it would have been much better if I was there to like help him say what he tried to say, because he's more fluent in Spanish than in English. So when he was trying to say what he felt off his chest in English, it was coming off like really harshly because he just didn't know how to convert it over properly in English in a way that makes sense to the people who are just American. So when I was watching the show, I was like, it was really funny to me because I could tell that a lot of people didn't realize how much of a cultural barrier there was. And that's not a bad thing at all. It's just them not understanding that like you're gonna understand some things a little differently because at home in your culture, when you say it in your language, it makes perfect sense and there's nothing bad about it. It's just when you convert it to
Yeah.
English that some people could get like mixed up in the crossfire of it.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
because I feel like in Sweden we could definitely say like we're not gonna be friends, but it's still cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that doesn't mean that I have something like I want you anything bad.
Mhm.
But
Hmm.
yeah, that's crazy. When you think
Yeah.
about it, I think also, at some situations I'm really good at speaking English, and in some situations I'm not. So can be mixed up as well. And also, being in an argument, then I can, sometimes I can't like the sentence doesn't come out as I want them to. And of course I feel like I'm really good in Swedish, like
Mhm.
speaking in general.
Yeah.
So definitely a
Yeah.
downfall for me, the language
Yeah.
barrier.
I would say it put like as this is games, like Love Island games, it was a huge disadvantage. So I would say like, am I shocked to see that you and Steph were some of the quickest people to be sent home? No, because I think that's really tough having that barrier. And this is all about
Hmm.
kind of like the friends and the alliances, and you can see how people want to save their friends. Like,
Yeah.
uh, so I feel like it's harder. It's going to be harder for you guys to get close to people off the bat because of that barrier. Would
Yeah.
you say that
Makes sense.
would you say that it felt pretty split, like a lot, and like alliance is like a more loose word because I don't think we've really seen it until the recent episodes, but that people kind of felt like they were in their own groups of like US and then everyone else?
I think it all started after I left. Really, that's when people
Yeah.
started to take the game more serious. What I heard
Yeah.
from the people coming out from the show as well. But for me, I didn't notice it too much when I was in there because every girl in there, we were so close in the like fitting room and everything like that. So I didn't feel like it was an alliance. Maybe low key from some people, but definitely more after I left, I would
Yeah,
say.
I feel like as of the episode I watched last night, like the line is being drawn a lot more now than we saw it while you were there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One thing I did notice while you're still there was that anytime someone was the power couple, everybody was like going for that couple every single time. So I remember in like the relay thing, I think it was that challenge, but it was you and Curtis who were the power couple, and like all eyes
No,
were on you guys.
power couple is that when you got the power. That was Amani and Johnny and Amani and Ray.
Well, not
Where
well,
the
maybe
target
not
was.
power, but I think it's just because they noticed that you and Curtis were doing good,
I
and
think
then
that
every
I
time,
just, to be honest, I didn't think, like, when I think about games, I'm like, yeah, this is based on performance.
uh
I
huh,
can be this, like, because they didn't put everything in there, but I was really like, I'm in it to win it, like, in front of everyone. They, like, do you have
Yeah.
any, like, tips or, like, can you tell the girls, like, how they're going to do the first challenge? I'm like, I'm not going to say anything. Like, I was really like, I'm here to win this.
yeah, like
And
cards
that,
close to your
like,
chest.
Oh, yeah.
and that like bits me in the back, because
Yeah,
it
it
was like
did.
I was like, I'm fucked. Like I shouldn't be this like confident, So yeah,
Well,
let's
that's,
do
but that is,
Love Island game season 2, and then I'm just gonna be the pretty girl, all silent.
but that's kind of where your drama started, or not drama, but like your turmoil started was when Imani said like who's playing a game, and then she said you because you had kept saying like, oh, I'm here to play the game, I'm
Yeah.
here to play the game, but then you seemed upset about it. Why were you upset? If like, do you think if you had just said like, yeah, I'm here playing a game, it would have changed things?
In
Or be
what
like, yeah, I'm
point
here to
you
win.
mean?
Like, I'm here just to win.
But I wasn't just there to win. I was open to like find someone as well, and that
Yeah.
like I remember, if you mean the when she told me you were playing a game aggressively, it was
Yeah.
just like for me the tone she had at that point that really got to me, and I was just like, I don't know. I didn't like the way she said it. It didn't make me feel good. And that's why I also pointed it out. And I also, in that conversation, it was really, I started to say, girls, we're going to be in here. I just want to clear the air. I just want to get this off my chest because I want it to be, I want us to be close and, be able to talk about
Yeah.
everything. And
Yeah.
then, the edit, it looks a bit more harsh, but I was really disappointed at both Liberty and Jess as well. And I was complaining about that as well. Like, okay, now they see me as a threat, you know? So I need to also, I need to be able to have girlfriends in there. So I need to be
Yeah.
able to separate the game from friends, but it was just that comment that really affected me, because also we had like other kind of situation, me and Amani, when also a language barrier thing, because the fact that it only did she say that I was aggressively, she pointed out that it was another situation when because she was interested to get to know Curtis as well. So me and Curtis was hanging out, and she came over, and we were chatting, and she's like, "Oh, Lisa, I actually want to get to know Curtis as well, like in front of us." And I'm like, you know what? I completely understand that. That was day 2. I'm like, I'm gonna leave, and you guys can get to know each other, because I was never holding Curtis back, like never. Like, why would I do that after I know the guy for like a few hours? That would be crazy to me.
Yeah.
So after that, we had a chat, me and Amani, and she told me like, so I know that you only like Curtis, so I'm gonna do the way she said it was. She's like, so if you don't want me to, as your friend, I don't need to talk to him. And then I was like, I wouldn't do the same for you. Like, we're here to find connections as well. Like, you can go and talk to him. And
Yeah.
then from that point, what she told me was that I I didn't tell her that I was going to do the same for her. She thought that we were not friends,
Mm.
but in my head, it's like, go on, girl. Of course you're going to explore. Like, don't feel like you need to do that for me. Because I also pointed out so many times, like, if a guy doesn't want me, I don't want them. Hell no. Like, take him.
Yeah.
Like, you're free
Yeah.
to leave. Like, I don't want someone that doesn't want me. Like, that's not attractive to me. And that's where I'm coming from. And she had her point of view of that. So that was also like a clash that I think maybe we didn't speak, the same language in like every,
Yeah.
you
The
know,
communicative styles were probably really different, and I
yeah,
could probably see that. Yeah, which is tough, and that like
yeah,
I can't like that would definitely be hard.
yeah.
But I mean, I am happy that you guys are able to talk afterwards. Like it is just Love Island games. It's not, you know,
Yeah,
anything
definitely.
crazy.
Yeah,
But it's hard too because like the fans of the show are so diehard of the show that like the negativity that comes towards anyone that gets like a bad edit is
yeah.
nuts. Like it's
Mhm.
over the top crazy, and I'm sure Leo can speak to that. Like
Oh
I on
yeah,
my season did not get a bad edit, but like
yeah.
Leo had
I got
some,
a
Leo
I
had
had
it
some
much worse
moments in
than you
my
did.
season
So,
where I
but
look like a
I don't.
demon.
I
Yeah.
saw some clips from your season, but you had a good time too, right? Like you,
Me?
you had some fun with the girls or whatever. I saw. I was like,
Next caller. It's like, yeah,
I mean, yeah,
I was definitely doing my thing on my season. Um, but it's weird though because I like get what she's saying, like what you're saying also. Like there was moments
yeah,
so when I was doing the thing with the two girls, when I had conversation to clear the air with them, like later on in the
mhm.
season, you don't even see that part. Like we've talked so many
That's the
times. I'm
thing,
like
right?
by the breathe bench and then just all over the villa because my villa was the same one that you were in just now. Um,
Yeah,
so we talk all over there, but then I look at the show and then you just see it like, oh, all of a sudden me and Johnny are cool. All of a sudden me and Cassie are cool, but you don't really see like every little thing that happens because we film 24/7. They're only like what an hour episode, so it's like damn.
I know, right? Yeah, it's sad in one way, but
Uh
I
huh.
feel at one point it is what it is. It's a reality shows. Everything they edit to make reactions, So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what they want. And for me also, I'm a really strong like person, and I think I have a strong character. It's easy to make good like edits on
Yeah.
me in general. I had that in the Swedish one as well. So I'm just happy that I'm strong in myself and know who I am, and my closest
Yeah.
friends and family knows who I am, and that's what really matters at the end.
Yeah, that's all that really
Totally.
matters. As long as you know, like your true people know who you are, that's all that really
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah, and you
Yeah,
can't take anything else too
Yeah.
much. It's just like, yeah, but it's hard to remove yourself from that, especially when, you see it all over like social media and online and watching it back. So we have like questions that people submitted too. One
hmm
of them was, why didn't you give Jess the same energy you gave Imani and you were closer to Jess?
So I think you saw more of me hanging out with Jess. I was closer to Jess, but we also talked about it, and she was like, "Girl, I'm really seeing you as a threat," and that was something Imani said that she didn't see me as a threat, and I was like,
Yeah.
"But why do you vote like trying to vote me out then?" So that was
Uh-huh.
also
Yeah.
like an incident we had. So I feel like
Yeah.
with Jess, obviously I was disappointed at her, and I asked her straight up, and she told me, it's nothing about you personal, but you're a competition, and I'm a weak link, basically. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Same goes too for like when everyone was like announcing who they were going to send home. Did you know in that moment it was going to be you before everyone started announcing it, or were you kind of surprised?
no, I don't know. I don't remember. I was just like, I think I was really just in shock from that. I think it was, I didn't like the way that someone can choose someone to be vulnerable when it's games, because it's like, should be also on performance. And I just felt targeted with Curtis. They
Yeah.
were like, you know, but like I wasn't crying at any point. I was like, oh
Yeah.
God, I can go home back to the hotel and sleep now. Basically, I was like, okay, I'm
Mhm.
done. This is my time to go. Then I was not.
Yeah.
It's
You're
not
kind of
that
like, this
deep.
is it at this point. Yeah.
Yeah,
Back
it's
to the
nothing
Toka
I can do
Toka.
about it.
Stop. Um, but like, and then the same goes for like Liberty when she announced your name. Did you feel like, oh, we're friends, you shouldn't have voted for me? Or were you kind of like, no, I understand. Like, this is games. I don't take that personal. Like, it makes
No,
sense to vote me at this point.
I I felt the same way with everyone. The only thing that got me more was the playing aggressively. Because in my mind, aggressively, it's like that I'm like a monster or something. But I get it now when I'm
Oh,
looking back to it. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm super like into the game. That's what she means, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
But
I was
I
gonna
was,
say. I was gonna
that's
say that
right.
translation is probably like playing aggressively is just like playing to win, like putting your best like physical attributes forward. Like I feel like playing aggressively is like you're really trying, not
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll also
not, and
add
then
on
like
though that when Imani did say that she wanted you to go home, right? When she brought it up and said her statements, I think that you actually handled it really well, like very maturely. You're like, okay, I understand. Like I would do the same thing, like because she said like, oh, I see you as a threat because since we're not friends, we don't have a bond in here, and you're really good at like the competitions. Like you could come back and bite me in the ass if the roles were
yeah,
reversed. And the way you handled it, I thought that was like the most mature way you could go about it. You're like, okay, I
Yeah, it's
understand.
nothing I can do about it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's the thing, right? That she never.
yeah,
We had like another conversation, as I told you, like guys, a few minutes ago. Like she couldn't admit that I was a threat. She didn't
Yeah.
say, "I don't see you as a competition." She told me, and I was like, "So why vote me out?" And then she's like telling me, and it was just like for me, it was really confusing. But I think also it would be so weird for me to make like a scene there, and it is what it is. It's just a game. For me, the whole
yeah,
experience in general is supposed to be fun and a memorable memory, you know? So
yeah. That's
Yeah,
very
like
fair.
I was just like,
yeah.
yeah,
What did you
whatever.
wait? What did you think of the baby bird food challenge?
That's the one where
Baby,
it was a relay where you had to wait, am I thinking the wrong
The
thing?
drink, or it was
Yeah,
like
the
the
drink
drink,
oh,
one.
the
beer,
beer,
beer
the
one.
Yeah.
beer.
Oh
Sorry, it was
my
beer, not food.
God. Guys, it was vomit. Can you imagine
Ew, no,
not drinking, putting
no.
vomit in your mouth and then spit it
Mm-mm.
into your partner's mouth? Oh my God. And that was also like, for me, I
Callum
just
kept
wanted to
gagging.
fucking spit. Like, I wanted to spit. Yeah, he throwed up. Like, for real, he threw up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was disgusting. It was
Ew. Oh no.
crazy. So, you
Ew.
know, we were also standing there by the table, and I mean, it's like everything is like fast, and you're low key very stressed doing those challenges. So for me, you know, it was never like I didn't think now. Why would it make even sense that I wanted to like spit it out on Justine's face?
I know. That's
It
what I was about
doesn't.
to ask.
It
What
doesn't make
happened?
sense, you know.
That's
I'm
what was
not gonna
like, that
win
should
by
look
that.
personal.
It was not personal. Whoever would stand there would get it in the face. Like if you look at the clip, we are fighting. I think I have my own cup in front of me, full.
Mhm.
You know. So I was like, I'm gonna try to lean forward in my mind. I didn't, you know, could think so much because it's about time as well. I'm filling others' cup, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna spit it like a bit smooth, like in a bowl. And then I was like, oh my god. And now when I look at it, I'm like, that looks so fucked up. Like I
I was
look
gonna say,
crazy.
I was
She
like,
looks
Justine
so
is better
pissed
than me
too.
because I would have been so livid if anybody spit a full nasty ass cup of fake beer in my face.
But I don't know, like I don't know, did she get everything in her face though? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like point it at her at that
Yeah.
time. I think she got it on her because we're already down by the cup, you know.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was a crazy challenge. But I mean, I got nothing but love for Justine, so she knows it too that was not on purpose, and I felt really
Yeah.
bad, you know. After we had a chat, and I was like, "Girl, that was crazy," but it was not on purpose. Like, wow.
Yeah, they never showed the chat after, so I always like wondered if there was like I don't know, maybe any
Yeah.
like
Some
she
insane
thought.
drama.
Yeah,
No,
who knows?
I don't felt like me and her. She didn't. She
Yeah.
knew that it wasn't on purpose, and it was nothing more to that, you know.
Yeah. When you were there, since I'm not sure like what you know after leaving and stuff, but while you were there in that moment, like when you were getting sent home, who would you say was the strongest couple?
For
She
me,
said,
I can
me.
only go. Yeah, I'm like I'm the Viking now. I'm not that, like, I wouldn't say me because obviously I don't know. I was one of the strongest couple, but I think the strongest couple was definitely me and Amani and Justine,
Yeah.
the girls, and yeah, that's what I said that the first episode as well. I was like, Amani and Justine are the ones
Yeah.
that is my biggest like threat in here.
Yeah. They are. I mean, they're still, even now, like watching the episode last night, like they're both doing really well.
Yeah.
Like I see a lot of people cracking under pressure and they've been doing pretty good. Well, Justine's
they're good.
cracking a little bit because we saw some tears, but it was more on the romantic side, not the gameplay side. But
Yeah, I know.
Oh, how do you feel about your edit? Like all around, like when you got home to watch yourself on the TV, like were you like, oh, I feel really happy? Like they portrayed some parts of me that were good, some that were bad, or was like, nah, this is fucking garbage.
Not garbage, I would say. I think it was like I was just like
I was
wow.
dragging it, by the way. I don't think it was garbage. I'm just saying like borderline what you think.
Yeah, I get it. No, I was just like surprised a lot of times. I'm like, that girl looks really like in love, I was like, what? Was I that obsessed like with him? I don't think so, but
that's what it looked like. It looked like you were actually feeling him.
Uh-huh.
That was crazy. I don't know how many times I actually said that phrase, like, I don't want someone that doesn't want me, and I was all chilled about it, like, but I wanted to be with him in there, and, either way, because it's such a short time, but what was the question again?
Just if you liked your edit, like how they portrayed you. Yeah.
I was happy a lot of times, and, it's not... To look in love is not a bad thing either, but that was not the case. But I don't know. It felt like they built me up. Like in the first episodes, I was so like innocent, and then it was like in the last episode, like like a monster,
Fucking demon coming out.
Okay, guys, but. Yeah, overall, I'm happy. Of course, I wish everything would be handled differently between me and Imani, but we're on the same page, like, with everything, and they're there. It's cool.
Yeah,
hey,
it's cool.
See? Progress.
Hilarious. We wanted to ask you what your like favorite memory was while you were there, or something like fun or funny that happened that didn't make it to air that you wish did.
Yeah, Steph told us like 1,000.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's funny. No, I think it was just like, it's sad that they didn't show those parts, but actually me and Curtis, when we hang out together, I was crying at points because I was laughing so much. Like, we laughed so I had cramps. I was like, stop! I was laughing so fucking much. It was crazy. Also, my heels got stuck in the
yeah, I've had that happen. Yeah.
I think I
by the elimination pit?
Yeah. Like 6 times within 1 minute. And I was just like, falling forward. That was kind of funny.
Have you seen the clip from the UK season of the girl eating shit?
Oh, that was
happening.
That was actually mad funny.
I'll send it to you on Instagram. It's so funny.
Oh my God.
It was in the unseen bits.
Oh my God.
So funny.
That's so much fun. I need to see that. But otherwise,
it's
in general,
hilarious.
I think we just had really good laughs in the dressing room with the girls. Like, and also in the beginning, this is actually funny because I'm so bad at names. So my first beach hat, they were like, "What do you think about this guy?" I'm like, "Who the fuck is Jack?" Like they were like, "What do you think about this guy?" I'm like, "Who the fuck is that?" Like I don't know. Like, well, they did that like 5 times, and then they're like, "Never mind." I was like, "I'm sorry." Like,
oh my God, that's so funny. That's hilarious.
No, that's real.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Were there also any people that were coming in later in the season that you would have been interested in? Like Eyal, Carrington, I'm trying to think of like who else
Scott.
guy-wise is coming in. Scott. Like, was there anyone you saw that came in after?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I know
got
you
to
met them.
hang out after. Yeah. Well,
Oh.
don't make more drama here, please. Like, I'm done with that shit. No, I'm just kidding. No, but
So
I
there's
mean,
this one
it's all
thing.
like one thing to another. No, but I mean, I get to hang out with everyone, but I didn't think about that way. I think at
Yeah.
that point when we were out,
Yeah.
like, what, like, am I gonna build a relationship with someone like in 3 days or like a week? You know, it's
Yeah.
just like, I don't know. And I think I don't think maybe it would be differently if they
would have
were there
been
from the start.
Yeah. I'm like, because I don't want to ruin anything for anyone watching, but
Yeah.
like I'm saying, if you were still on the island, was there anyone you wanted to come in from other seasons that you would have been interested in? Or no, did you not even know who anybody was? Like, did you know who
Yeah.
anyone was? Like, did you watch any of the seasons or no? Did you not know who the
I
people
know
were?
who few people were, but not the majority of people in there. I did not know who they were because I feel like when I haven't been 100% invested in watching
Yeah.
Love Island all the seasons, you know, and I also, you know, don't remember every face of everyone because it's so much bigger in the UK and the US. But because we got those questions before someone asked me, and then I was just like, what is this? Ada in UK, something like that. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know his name is like Otis. I don't know.
Ovi.
Ovi, yeah. He was
Yes.
good, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
But
both of those guys would be so good for season 2 of games. Those are both
right,
like when there's all those like Love Island fantasy draft pick pages, those guys are both on there. Actually, the first guy you said, what's his name again?
Adam.
I know Adam. Yes, Adam I haven't seen on there, but that's a really good pick. He needs to be added to those, but OV's on there a lot.
Yeah, I think because I don't have a specific type of guy that I go for. Like for me, it's all about the vibes at the end.
Yeah.
So what I've seen from them or just like come across their Instagram, I'm like, they're hot, and then when you meet someone, it can be completely different. But that was
Totally.
my like only thoughts before going in. I was like, if they're gonna be there, maybe I want to choose pick them as a couple if that's possible.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I feel like those are good, fun picks.
It's also kind of cool because you have an idea of who could be on the show. Like, for example, when all three of us went on Love Island, not one of us knew who could be on the show. It was random people from wherever. So it's kind of cool knowing that oh, I'd want to see this person. I'd want to see her. I'd want to see him. And it's like, wait, that's kind of cool knowing you have a select roster of who you could actually see on the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, actually. It's a lot of you're very curious before, and you're trying to do your little research.
Before going through the entire Instagram.
Oh, I'd be all over that. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Aw. Well, Lisa, thank you so much for coming on here today. It was so nice getting to talk to you. This was so fun. I feel like all the viewers in the audience is going to love this and love hearing from you and clearing the air and knowing that things are cool with Imani.
Cool.
Yes.
That's going to be the name of
it's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
The fucking thumbnail is cool.
Yeah, exactly. So nice to meet you guys as well. Lovely to meet you, and wish you all the best.
Likewise.
Thank you. Yes. And to anyone watching this video, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and follow Lisa. We will link all her socials down below. So go give her a follow and check her out on social media too.